Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in my last video, I shared how I broke my water fast and how I went back into eating, going from clean juice, salads, Greek yogurt, soups, etc. Today, I wanted to dive in a little bit more and speak specifically about the types of food that I actually chose to eat and how I was very intentional about what I chose to put back in my body specifically. Some of those things were like berries. So berries, and I'm talking about blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, pretty much all the berries, strawberries. They are loaded in antioxidants. If you do any research on this, you'll learn that berries in particular are loaded in antioxidants. And what that means is they already have what it needs inside for your body to be able to fight off carcinogens, fight off cancer, fight off free radicals. And so those are key nutrients that you should be eating. If you're not eating it every day, you should be eating it every day. Whether you're a breast cancer survivor, whether you're going through active cancer treatments, or you have a family history or you don't, it's something that your body could benefit from. These type of fruit that you put back in your body, like I said, it has the antioxidants in it that fights off the free radicals. It also gives your body a boost in your immune system because they're loaded in vitamin C. And so they fight off all the bad things, and it gives you the ability to fight off, things that will make you sick. And that includes cancer. Some of the vegetables that I also consumed when I started back off of my fast and things that I consumed on a regular was like broccoli. Broccoli has key nutrients in it as well that fights off cancer and gets rid of all the bad things that are within you. It lowers your cancer risk. And so it's definitely something you want to make a part of your normal eating habit, part of your normal routine of things that you eat. Another vegetable or another I want to say ingredient, not ingredient, something else that you want to be consuming when you are reintroducing food into your body, coming off a fast, or just items that you want to focus on to increase health benefits for you. Beans and your greens. And so I'll start with the beans. Beans like, pinto beans, black beans, dark red kidney beans, lentils, all those things are loaded in vitamins and antioxidants as well. The greens, so your dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, collard greens, those items, you want to be consuming those at least every day. They are loaded in vitamins, loaded in antioxidants, loaded in all the things that help your body naturally keep your immune system strong and fight off free radicals and fight off those bad cells that's within your body. Next, I'll mention like bananas, avocados. Those are high in potassium. Just more nutrients that you want to keep in your body. You got to think about it when you're going through chemotherapy, your system is being shocked. And so you're losing, a lot of the natural elements that your body have, the natural electrolytes that your body has, especially if you're dealing with diarrhea, especially if you're dealing with vomiting. And so you want to make sure you're reintroducing those things. So bananas, avocados, things like that, they're loaded in potassium. They taste good. Your body tends to tolerate it well. For one, the avocados, they are a good, healthy fat for you to have in your body. So if you're concerned about losing too much weight, that's something that you can have in your normal eating routine as well. Now I'll go into the protein. So I didn't eat a lot of red meat. I mainly consumed lean protein. So turkey, chicken, fish, those items, specifically the fish. Fish is going to be loaded in omega-3 fatty acids. What those things are going to do is to help increase the nutrients in your body and decrease inflammation. Again, it's the healthy fat. If we go back to avocados, the omega-3s, those are healthy fats for you as well to reduce inflammation and give your body key nutrients that it needs. Another item that I focused on a lot was bone broth. Bone broth is loaded in calcium, magnesium. Again, we're going back to, as you're going through chemotherapy, you're losing a lot of the natural electrolytes that your body needs. Particularly women who are going through breast cancer, you are at an increased risk of osteoporosis when you're going through chemotherapy treatments. And so you definitely want to be able to reintroduce the calcium back in your body that you're losing, that it's breaking, that the chemotherapy is breaking down, because it's attacking all the cells that are, producing the calcium within your body. Because the chemotherapy, it goes as far down as the red blood cells and the marrow that's in your bone. And a lot of that is attributed to the calcium that your body produces. And so breast cancer survivors are at an increase for osteoporosis later on if they go through chemotherapy treatment. And so one way to try to help your body not lose so much calcium is you can consume the bone broth as a regular daily routine to help keep those calcium levels where they need to be. Something else that I can think of that I was pretty like consistent with was oatmeal. If I didn't have oatmeal every morning, I had it really like frequently throughout the week because it's easy to digest, it's easy to eat, it's soft, it's comforting, it's warm. The benefit for your body is that it's loaded in fiber. And one of the side effects for chemotherapy for some people, if they're not dealing with diarrhea, then sometimes they're dealing with constipation. And so being able to have something in your system that's loaded in fiber is definitely something that you could benefit from. And so oatmeal is one of those sources that you can get it from. Another source can be apples. I did consume a lot of apples. I didn't mention apples yet, but apples are loaded in fiber as well. They're super, good to eat. You can eat it with some protein, some peanut butter as well. And so you're getting a nice balanced nutrition as you're, going through the chemotherapy sessions. The last thing I'll mention is like fermented items or cultured items. So like Greek yogurt, that would be considered a cultured item. Greek yogurt is high in protein and it's high in probiotics, which is good bacteria for your gut. Something else that is fermented would be and I think I mentioned this in the previous video, the sauerkraut. That is really, really high in probiotics, which is good for gut health. Not only do they reduce your risk of colon cancer or digestive or GI type cancers later on down the line. Like I said, they're good to have because, again, the chemotherapy is pretty much killing off everything. And so it attacks the good and the bad. And so your body needs the good bacteria as well, because the good bacteria helps to coat some of that bad bacteria in your belly, in your gut, and helps to rid your body of that stuff. And so those were other things that I incorporated. So just to kind of give you an idea of what a possible meal may look like, because you're like, well, how do you randomly eat these things? So like my Greek yogurt, I would eat that and my berries together. I would make a parfait. I think I probably mentioned this in the previous video. Very easy way of getting both of those nutrients at the same time. So Greek yogurt, load it down with strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, sprinkle some granola, add some honey on top, and then boom, you got a nice little breakfast meal for you. The oatmeal, you can warm your oatmeal, cut some bananas in it, and that's another breakfast option for you. In terms of the vegetables, most of the vegetables I incorporated in soups. So like my beans, those were mainly in soups. It's rare that I just ate the beans by itself. But I did enjoy doing crock pot meals for my family. And so those items were included in soups. And so I would load my soup down with different beans and my lean protein. And so I got all those nutrients at once. Another option can be just like your normal like salad and throwing the sauerkraut on it. So my salads, I would like to have my lettuce, my tomatoes. I'd put peppers on there and, all kinds of vegetables. Because again, I love vegetables. So it's very easy and natural for me to consume vegetables. And then I top it off with some sauerkraut just to add in that probiotic in my salad as well. So those are just some ideas. fish. There's so many ways you can prepare fish. My main fish that I enjoyed the most, or that I still enjoy the most, I don't think I've mentioned, is salmon. The salmon is the fish that's high in the omega-3s, and you can prepare it so many different ways. On the grill, you can do it in the oven. I would pair that most times with the broccoli that I mentioned, and just maybe a side of rice or a side of potatoes or something like that. So real easy to combine most of the items that I've told you about and make a good quality, healthy meal for yourself. So I've made so many different changes in my diet, like since the whole chemotherapy journey. This is just a small snippet of, like I said, items and things that I focused on, things that I was intentional about when I was going through chemotherapy. I will continue to dive deeper in all the changes that I've made just along the way. I mean, it's so many things that I can share with you guys, and I'm definitely going to share more about the health changes that I made, not only for myself, but for my family at another date. But this is just to give you a start, because as you get the diagnosis, as you prepare to start chemotherapy, there is so much information to take in. And if I take you down where I am right now, you'll be overwhelmed. So there's no need to even do that. Just giving you a small idea of things that you can focus on, foods that you can research, so that you are intentional with your journey as well, and putting those key nutrients back in your body. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, share. With anything that's new, speak with your doctor about it first, because again, this is what worked for me. Something can be completely different for you. You know yourself better than I do. You know yourself better than the doctor as well. But it's always good to talk with them, to bounce these ideas off of them as well, just to make sure that it's a good idea for you to, try new foods. Because for instance, for someone that has a blood disorder or bleeding disorder or something like that, the greens, the dark leafy greens may not be an option. So you have to, make sure that you include your care team in all of this. And as you, find items that may be considered, good for you, you have to make sure that it is good for you specifically with everything else that you have going on. Okay, guys, again, thank you. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't, and I will check in next time. Thank you.